Good morning. My name is Martin. I have been working at the inn at English Harbor for 8 years now, and this is my little slice of paradise, or my tranquility, my peaceful place, my garden. So I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I'm just going to show you some of the stuff that I have here, some amazing herbs and some different vegetables and so forth. My garden is 100% organic, and we do supply our kitchen with all of our vegetables and so forth. So now I'm right here by the sweet sop tree, or some people refer to it as soursop. It's an amazing plant. This leaf right here that I have inside my hands. We also use this here for if anyone is struggling with high blood pressure, they can drink, they can boil some water, put it into it, and they will drink it. That helps to take down the pressure. Also, you can use cucumber juice. Also, papaya. You can use papaya if you're struggling with high blood pressure. Also, I do all of my planting by the moon. I don't know if you're familiar with the moon, but yeah, all of my planting I do by the moon. Also, the same tree right here, the soursop, you can also use the leaf for making a cup of tea if you're having like trouble sleeping at night. Also, the fruit also help to fight off cancer cells as well. So now, as you come right through here, because down here is actually my citrus paradise, and just follow me right here. Right here we have some limes. These are some local limes. Over this one right here is the hybrid lime. As you can see, they are both dwarf plants. They're not going to get much taller than this. And as you can see around the tree root, I'm very keen on mulching, because presently now we are combating the dry season. The dry season, so I need to maximize as much water as possible that I can for my plants. So right here also we have a bit of cherry tomatoes. And again, I want to stress they are all organic. The tree right there, if you look at that tree right there, is actually called the neem. That's the tree that I use to spray my entire garden. If by chance I'm seeing any worms and so forth, I will actually soak that for a period of about 3 to 5 days, and I will spray my entire garden. I must warn you, it have a terrible stench, but it's good for the plant. Also, it's very good for us, because if you're troubling with like migraine, you can take about 3 leaves as well, soak it in a bit of warm water and drink that. What that does, that helps to take away the migraine. So that tree is not only good for my garden, it's also good for us. As we're moving right along right here, we have the aloe vera. We have the aloe vera plant right here, and the aloe vera plant is an amazing plant. A lot of people know the aloe vera is actually good for mosquito bites and ants and so forth, etc. But we also down here, we use the aloe vera as a detoxant for the body. We will actually blend up the aloe vera, we'll peel it, blend it up with a bit of orange juice, maybe splash a brandy or vodka. But if you're not into brandy or vodka, then you can blend it up just like that. When you go to the bathroom to defecate, you will pass all of the mucus out of your body, the aloe vera. Also, the aloe vera, you can use that with the hibiscus leaf to put into your locks. So for all of the rasta, yeah, the aloe vera and the hibiscus leaf, yeah, you can use that into your locks. That, if you think I'm lying, that's what I use for my locks right here. And just look at them, how they are healthy. So we're moving right along. We're moving right along because I set all of my seeds. I cannot get seedlings and so forth. This right here, my nursery, it's not one of a kind, but it get the job done. I have some cabbages, I have some tomatoes, parsley, etc. So now we are now going up to the upper organic garden where we have some more herbs and so forth, and I'm going to show you just the magic. The plant that I'm now picking is actually called the Zebcorus herb, but here in Antigua we call it the information bush. It's a wonderful plant. It's a plant you can eat it just like that. What this does is help to open up your pores, make you sweat a lot, keep the pores clean. Also, we give this to our newborn babies. If by chance the baby have a rash, we will actually boil the water and put this into a jar, and we'll feed our baby the water. That helps to keep the baby skin clean. And also for the adults, I stress on this, you use lots of this. You can put it in a salad and it doesn't have a taste. Just a crunchiness to it. The information bush. So if by chance you're in Antigua, you just ask them for the information bush. It's a truly amazing plant. This right here. The information bush. And this is just some of the things that we're growing here in Antigua. The most difficult thing for us here in Antigua is to get water. We can grow anything all year long, it's not a problem, but water is a key component here in Antigua. As you can see on my bed, I have more than one thing on my bed because even in between the ZebQuest herb or the information bush, right here, these are some spearmints, which I like to call mojito mint. Because every time I see spearmint, only one thing comes to my mind, mojito. Time to get that boogie on. Also, you know, you can make a beautiful cup of mint tea and just smell that. It's so strong. So we're moving a bit higher up where we have an amazing plant by the name of the bay leaf. I have my bay tree. This is my bay tree right here. Also, yeah, this right here, this is my bay tree right here. Also, we will use our bay leaf to make tea. Yeah, you can make a cup of bay tea. I don't know if you ever tried it, but it's something that you should get into. Make a cup of bay tea and give me it's wonderful. Because the bay tea now, it will help you to sweat as well. And from prior to using the information bush, the ZebQuest herb, the pores are open so we don't tend to get sick. Fever and flu, no, they run away for us. We use a lot of bush, a natural herb from the garden. Right here, if you look, I have some celery. And I also like to refer myself as a scientist. Because if you take note on my bed, the front of the bed with the celeries, they are growing. But when you look at the back, it is a lot cooler. So the celery is letting me know that they do not require a lot of sun. They prefer to be inside the shade. So if you actually look on the bed, there's 2 different types of growth on the bed. So next time when I'm going to plant celery, I'm only going to use the shade. So we're moving right along where we have... Be careful, watch your step. That's no problem. Right here, we have a bed of mixture. We have a variety of different lettuce. Also, we have some rocket. Prior, I was explaining to you, I'm actually cramped for space, so I try to fit in as much as possible into my garden. And I also have different soil. I have pen manure, topsoil, and a bit of gut sand. The gut sand with pen manure and the topsoil, that's for planting my carrots. Whereas the pen manure and the topsoil, I will plant some peppers and so forth. I have a different type of soil in my garden. And as we go right along here, these are some basil that I actually just cut. I'm going to take cuttings from here and I'm going to put it on the next bed because I need to rotate. As you can see, they're not doing so well on this bed. So they're letting me know now that it's time for rotation. So we're moving right along. See, I have some lettuce here. I'm going to fill up this bed. But if you look keenly down to this part of the bed, I actually planted a few pieces of basil to see how they will actually react on this bed, if this bed can be the next one. So they are now bursting, as you can see. So I'm just going to give it a few more days, and then I'm going to see to the type of growth if this bed can be the basil bed. So we're moving right along where we have some dill. And these dills, they are actually seed. So I'm going to collect all of my dill seeds so I can actually replant. Because I cannot go to nowhere and get my dill plants. I plant all of my plants myself. And my entire garden, again, I can stress this, is organic. So anytime you're inside Martin Garden, you're at the inn, in the English Harbor, you can come. Anytime you walk in my garden, you can pick anything and you can eat. You don't have to worry about no chemical, no pesticide. They're 100% organic. So we're moving straight along where we have some peppers right here. Some sweet peppers, and as you can see, the birds are damaging my peppers. And when the birds pick the peppers, then the water gets into it. Well, whatever little water I can put into my sprinkler, then the peppers tend to rot. The peppers tend to rot, but the only good thing about it, then I can get the seeds from the pepper now for the next crop. As you can see, right here, it's actually full of seeds, so I can actually keep all of this for planting, for replanting. So even though the birds are being a nuisance, but I still have some seeds to go again. Right here we have some parsley. We have some parsley as well. I don't know yet what I'm going to put onto this bed, but yeah, this bed, as you can see, how the place is so dry. My soil is actually like dust. I need some water to actually get my garden the way how I want it. But moving right along, no complaining. I use whatever I can, and God take care of the rest. Right there, these right there are some tomatoes. Some cherry tomato. I can actually pick it. I eat it. Yummy. Organic. Come in my garden anytime and eat whatever you want. We have zucchinis right there. It's a fascinating breed of zucchini. As you can see, I'm actually keeping this one for seeds. This zucchini right here, it's a wonderful breed. I do not want to lose the breed. So I'm going to keep this one right here for seeds. So we are moving right along. Where we have some more lettuce. We have more lettuce here. We have arugula, we have a mixture as well. But same problem. The soil is so dry, there is no water for my garden. But my garden still is looking so amazing. Some of the time and so forth, I will actually come into my garden, I will talk to the plants. They will actually respond to me. Man, I'm so happy inside my garden. Anytime you feel stressed, you should actually find a garden, go do a bit of planting, and release the stress. You don't know what is stress again. Right here, these are some local seasoning peppers. We use these to put in our soups. Wonderful. The seasoning peppers, they give off such of a beautiful aroma. The seasoning pepper. Wonderful plant. So we're moving right along where we have a variety of pumpkins as well. We have a variety of pumpkin. Yeah, you can just walk, just follow me. This is one different breed of pumpkin. The wrong one right here. The pumpkin. Also, we have a different breed as well. And all of these pumpkin that you're looking at, everything is going to the kitchen. What the kitchen cannot use, they will sell to the other supermarkets and so forth around us. Because we produce so much inside our garden that we cannot use all inside the hotel. So what we cannot use, then we will sell. So anytime you are in and you're eating pumpkin soup, pumpkin pie, pumpkin pudding, doesn't matter what it is, or eggplant parmigiana, it's straight out from Martin's Organic Paradise. So we're moving right along. Where I'm going to show you some papayas. Right here we have some papayas. And earlier I was telling you about the moon. And this is a perfect example for me to show you exactly what is it I'm talking about. This papaya tree right here, I actually planted it in 5 days moon. And if you take note of the papayas, if you see how much of the papayas is actually on the bough. Whereas you will come right here and you will see this one right here, where I planted it in 3 days moon. They are a lot huger, but not so much on the bough. So you can actually cut the moon. Also for crops beneath ground, like sweet potatoes, carrots, etc. Once they're going beneath ground, you plant it 3 days after the full moon. As the moon goes down, it's beautiful for planting crops beneath ground. Your yams and so forth. What that does, that helps to eliminate the worms and so forth. Like, because you know sweet potatoes, worms do like to put sweet potato leaves and so forth. So if by chance you're planting your sweet potato in the wrong moon, this is your chance. Plant sweet potato as the moon goes down. So just try this once and then you can get back to me and let me know that, oh, Martin, what you're saying is true. I actually tried it and it worked. This papaya tree, however, this papaya tree is a beautiful papaya plant. This one is the first papaya tree that we have when the garden started, and this papaya tree that you're witnessing is actually 8 years old because the garden is about 8 years old. And look at it. I will refer to the rest of papayas around there as a grandchild or maybe sisters and so forth, because all of the papayas that you're witnessing inside my garden came from this plant right here. This is the mother of them all. So as you come through right here we have a variety of different bananas as well. We have the Cavendish. We have finger rose as well. As you can see, the entire banana field. And every Wednesday, I bring my guests up from the hotel so we can actually interact right here inside my garden, let them know where their food and the herbs and so forth, the vegetables and so forth are coming from. Straight out from Martin's Organic Paradise. Just look around. I hope I did not take up too much of your time. Thank you. And please, please, plant by the moon and enjoy your garden. Martin from English Harbour at the inn. Cheers.